Wait a minute. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Wait a minute. Jesus. Okay, that's good. It works. So we good. Okay. Shalom, Israel. Where the ISUPK started off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. We started off in 1969, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Specify groups because they are not part of the ISUPK. ISUPK is the only camp that teaches the truth. Officer Gazak Shapar teaching the Lashawan Qadash class tonight. We're teaching out of the ancient Hebrew and the Syrian Hebrew, as you can see to our chart to the left here. Hebrew is the oldest language in the world. Of course, you read Hebrew, of course, from right to left when you read it, and all you have to do really is pay attention to learn to perfect the chart. Just learn the chart. The chart has who have checked in the class so far? Like we got some people checking in the class, but as we go, the chart has what? Well, we'll get into class. Let's see who we got in class first.
We have UPK Sharp.
Shar, yeah.
Officer Sharp. And we have Kayalaba.
Kayaba
from Jamaica.
Jamaica, right. And that's and how about okay? Let's clap up the class right there. Right. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to all of my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bashem Yahweh Shai to all of my sisters. And we appreciate you checking in class so far in Lashawan Qadash. You know, and like everybody's checking in, we got a sister checking in all the way from Jamaica. Man, it's a long way. I think that's Montego Bay. And then we got Shar, we got Kawaba. Listen, we always have here checking in class some Yayan, some Mayam. And last week we did a Syrian to hope you guys paid attention. That's what a lot of people say, oh, we never teach the Syrian, but we did. We got into the Syrian last week, the Syrian Hebrew. Same sounds. Only difference is you have 5 characters down there that really are a part of the Syrians that put us in captivity. What you have to do is when you're studying Hebrew, is learn this Hebrew chart. It goes Abba Gada, Hawa Zakataya Kalamana Sa'ibatazakwara Shata. When you can read it that fast, and I do mean that fast, when you read it that fast, I know that you know this chart. You can't read it this fast unless you do. Let's start again. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ga, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa. I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, ta. Those are the sounds that make the words. Of course, if they make the words go into sentences. The sentences can be composed of words that are modified and directed plural. You can make them ownership, like nawa. You can make them plural, like yam, a yan. You can add to them. You can put prepositions, and you can make them change the meaning of the word just simply by saying a preposition before it. And that's what that's all about. We got somebody ask a question, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, y'all about just gave you 100.
Yeah, exactly. My sister gave her 100. Got her name. That's what I'm proud of that. But that's what we're after when we're in here in class. We're trying to teach the Hebrew. I can't teach you. It's just like if you get an assignment and you go home and you learn that assignment, you have to study the assignment. You have to study to show thyself approved unto the Lord. That's what the Most High say. I can't be there with you most of the time to help you on that. But if you learn this Hebrew chart, then you'll understand what we put up here. Like I have some words up here. I'm gonna pay attention to me. Don't get back to those words yet. Well, I'm gonna get you to transliterate that word. And what that means is that all you have to do is take a pencil and a piece of paper and participate in class. And what you do is you'll take each one of those words, and of course you'll take. And tonight we're going to be concentrating on the ancient Hebrew. Sometimes I might say some Assyrian Hebrew, There's a difference, but their sound is exactly alike. But in this case, in the Syrian Hebrew, in the ancient, we'll use connectors like this and like that. Those connectors, I try to go over a little bit of piece of everything. These connectors here is what makes sounds. That's what tells you how to use these sounds, whether you join them together or make them singular to yourself. It's just like you was in high school or kindergarten or college. What level depends on the level. Hebrew starts off, from a babe, and then it grows to college level. So if we're doing something like this, of course, we'll get to this. We'll say if I said transliterate that word, then all you would do is take these sounds and put the connectors with them. What do I mean when I say connectors? Say like if you was doing a word and then you want two sounds to join together under one, then you would have this U here. That means like to join. Or that U would be called what? That's a dependent connector. Depend means depend on itself. That means each one of those sounds over there can be joined to themselves or join to themselves or join to another sound. I mean, I can have two M's, two M's, two shahs, shasha. I can say that. I can say qua ra. I can say qua and then a ra. And then I join them together, qua ra. Or I can say qua and then I can say ra. That would be an independent sound. The independent means the upside down U. That's the independent connector. Those are connectors. It's just all it is. That's the biggest thing you want to learn when it comes to the discovery of how to sound the word out. Oh, because it got everything to do with how it's spelled. Y'all got that? Y'all with me so far? I ain't losing nobody.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. I mean, that's what you're trying to do. And of course, we'll get into a little bit tonight, talk about the 12 tribes a little bit, and a little bit of other words and how words get together and how we're going to show you some variances in words because those words are instructed to go in a sentence. But before you can put a word in a sentence, you must learn the independent sound. Then put that independent sound into a word. That makes sense?
Yeah.
But you got to know, like I said again, you got to go ah, ba, ga, da. Now, when you use the Assyrian chart, it's the same thing. Those sounds down there, if you read vertically, that means this way, up and down this way, you'll see the sound right above it or the sound below it. Those have the exact same sounds, like the ah. Say like if you go, y'all got the connectors over here, right? I'll erase that. If you got any questions, just ask me questions online. So if I say ah, I got to start off a little bit here. We have, what if I said ah, just like that? That is the ancient. That's the ancient. Okay? But the Assyrian sound of that same exact sound, Assyrian, would be a sound that looks like this. That's ah. That would be the ah. And of course, ba, I'm just going to give you a couple of them here. Ba would look like this. And that's the ba would look like this down here. Okay? That's ba. What's up right there kind of crude. And of course, what you got? Ah, ba, ga. You have ga. And ga will look like this. Like this. And then you have ga look like a little walking man down here. Okay? So you see, ah, ba, ga. These sounds, they sound exactly alike, but they are totally different in spelling. And so the Syrian, that's why I like to concentrate one at a time. Of course, the way I learned it is both of them at the same time, but y'all, that's a little bit more advanced. But we were taught advanced, so by the time you get down to learn them, we had to go and learn this, study this chart. I had to do this chart about 10 times a day. I went over this entire chart about 10 times a day. Can you imagine that? But anyway, y'all got that. Boy, I spelled ancient wrong, didn't I? Woo. At least give me the benefit of spelling it right. Let's do that right.
Okay.
Ancient. How about that?
Sounds good.
Jesus, y'all didn't even catch me. Y'all made a brother look bad, didn't you? Ancient. The ancient is the top line of cereal. Okay, now if I were to join some sounds together like this, I can use these two right here. I can call this right here. Real quick, I can say ah ba. What does Abba mean? Anybody? And I'd have to use a join symbol like that. That means sound these sounds the same. Don't separate them. Don't just go around and say ah and then ba. You want to say Abba. One sound. So if I say Abba, I'm giving you an example where I can use the connectors. And that connector right there is a dependent connector. Let me use a red pen here so that I can show y'all the connectors here. Just giving you a little brief definition of Hebrew so you guys can understand. That red thing there is a connector. So Abba means father. And so if I see that word there, of course I'll erase this right here. Since I just made a word out of these two, you would call them alphabet, but we would call them what? Characters. Let me write that word out. They're Hebrew characters. Characters. A character or character. Y'all got it? So Abbas actually is spelled like this. Abba. Now in English, you're going to write that right to left. But in Hebrew, you're going to write it. I'm sorry, Lord, I did that wrong. In English, you're going to write it left to right. But in Assyrian, you're going to write it right to left because this is a ah right here. Just so happened to be. And that's a ba, of course. Abba means father. Right? Not so much as you guys are used to or interested in anything else other than trying to figure out. Before I can know that that's father, there's other words. There's a bond. There's all kind of words. And then there's Abba. You miss one letter there, that'll change the whole meaning. Just one. So therefore, you need to know how to spell this in English first. Abba, which means father. That's a Hebrew character. Did I say that right?
Okay.
Anybody got something in there? What they got?
Okay, y'all says.
Right.
Like how in the Bible it says Abba, Father.
That's right. Abba, Father.
And we read from right to left, she said.
That's right. Exactly. Clap it up for that sister right there. She's in the class now. That's how you get it. She knows that you ain't gonna be just by osmosis. Right, Kayabah. Kayabah. Right on. From. Okay, so Abba. That's exactly right. Abba in the Bible, which means father. Okay. So let's erase that. And it's a character. So let's get into the class here. Let's get into this. Y'all understand? I just want to do a preface. That's what we would call a preface, right? This is why we use a preface. And I'm gonna say like you know, we got going on right now in the streets, man. We got Donald Trump. I can't say his name. He's sitting around here taking our brothers. You know, the 12 tribes of Israel is who? Us. How do we know that? How do you know that you're the 12 tribes of Israel? Somebody tell me. How you know you're 12 tribes of Israel? How you know that? Because Israel will go, Israel like has Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Naphtali, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes. Say, for instance, I'm from the tribe of Judah. Sister right here is from the tribe of Benjamin. We have Kayaboth, the tribe of Benjamin. She's all the way from Jamaica. Okay. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what our chart. We have a brother that I knew from Asher. and his name was Asher. So we got people from all over the world. We got dropped where you got dropped off on that ship is your locale or your location. You'll find that in the book of if you read Genesis 49 chapter and Deuteronomy the 33rd chapter, then you'll see where we were situated when that ship dropped us off. The Most High was kind enough to tell us who we are and where we are. So we know. That's how I know. That's how I can regurgitate this stuff. So let's see how good you are. Let's see how good you guys are. Well, let's go back to how do you know we're the children of Israel? Let's just read about it. Let's read Deuteronomy. What was it? Deuteronomy 7:6? Let's find it. That's one of my favorite before we get into class here. Deuteronomy. Follow along with me. Deuteronomy. That's the Deuteronomy. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. So Deuteronomy, right? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. I think it's the fourth. I think it is. I don't know. Anyway, Deuteronomy. All right. It says this 7 and 6. Let's just read it, man. Yeah, we're gonna get into this. This is when the Lord was showing you. He gives you warnings, man, of what to do and what not to do. Okay. It says, when the Lord thy God shall bring you into a land which you don't even know, going to possess it, or thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee. The Hittites, the Lord did all this for us. He cast out the Hittites, the Girgashites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, Hivites, the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than us. But when you got the Lord on your side, the Most High, we call him Yahweh. That's what you want to understand. We got somebody else in class right there.
We have UPK Radazak from Columbia, South Carolina.
Got Radazak. Right. How about Shimmy? How was Shai? Barak of Thun. Barak of Thumbs. Sorry. I had the ice in my mouth. Sorry. How about Shimmy? How was Shai? Barak of Thumb. To all of my brothers. Radazak. Let's clap it up for him, man. Right? Glad you can join class for us. Strong brother right there. But when you have these nations, Deuteronomy 7:6. Okay, and then you have it says this verse 3. Oh, I'm sorry, verse 2. It says, and when the Lord thy God shall deliver them, he's going to deliver you from all those other nations. Why? Because he didn't really, you're his child. I mean, he's teaching you how to fight. He's showing these other nations, if you got a big giant bully out there with a big spear, the Lord gonna break him down. Say, you ain't gonna fight my son out there yet till he learn how to fight. Right? And it says, that's what I see it. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. So, he's teaching them to smite the enemies. That's what the Lord is saying. Destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy with them. Hey, when the Lord said don't make no covenant with them, what was he saying? What's a covenant out there? Y'all talk to me. Tell me who we got else. Got somebody in class? Tell y'all about what? She got something coming?
She said David and Goliath.
What's that? Yeah. David. Yeah, right. That would be the same type stuff. Exactly right. David, when David was fighting Goliath, when he was fighting Goliath, who the champion of Gath? Who was that? The Canaanites, I guess. I don't know. Those Africans, and David had to fight. David had to fight them, right? So Girgashites, the Amorites, Canaanites, Perizzites, Hivites, Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mighty than you. David had to fight them. So he went out there and fought them, right? It said, when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. So right, and David didn't show no mercy unto Goliath. He cut his head off, didn't he? and brought them. Dave was just a little old boy sitting there eating potatoes and shucking corn. And they said, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shall thou take unto thy son. That's verse 3. The Lord say, don't make, you talking about the children of Israel. That's how you know who we are. No other nation went through this series of understandings but us, the 12 tribes of Israel, right? For they will turn away. In other words, don't marry, tell them, don't marry these other nations. Only marry these 12 tribes. Only marry the nations that's in the 12 tribes. Marry any one of them. Marry any nation. You can marry any nation in the 12 tribes. But don't marry none of those nations out there. What do you see us doing now? Marrying all of them. That's why we got in trouble. That's why we going through crap right now. That's why we are being taken over by these heathen nations. Because we did not do what we were supposed to do. That makes sense? Okay. For they will, verse 4, they will turn away thy son from following me, and they that may serve, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against thee and destroy thee suddenly. So what's the covenant? What does covenant mean? Anybody?
Kayalaba says, that is why Samson fell, because he mixed with Delilah when his parents told him not to mix with her.
That's right. So that's a good example of a bad marriage. Who married Delilah? Delilah's from one of them other nations. Samson did exactly right. That's exactly right. Samson married somebody he should not have. Exactly right. Clap it up for that sister. Exactly right. He married somebody and he shouldn't. His parents, right? His parents shouldn't. His parents told him, what you doing? What you doing marrying this heathen? Said, nah, man, I got these 12 locks, and I'm cool. And you see us now sitting up there marrying, what can I say, Esau, and all these other nations. Nations, they will bring you down. Matter of fact, it says, so will the anger of the Lord be kindled and destroy you suddenly. It says, nor his daughter shall thou take unto thy son, because the daughter shall not give unto his son, nor take his daughter to his son. Don't take that daughter, that that's verse 5. But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars. Woo, because they got altars. They got altars where they go down and they say, now before you come to the altar, make sure you bring your paper. Your marriage vows, right? Lord have mercy. That ain't sexist marriage. And that's just common sense. A piece of paper, if a piece of paper was marriage, hell, there'll be a piece of paper written all over everywhere. That ain't what people want. People ain't chasing that piece of paper unless it got $1 billion on it. What you call them what do you call those things? Prenups, yeah, prenuptials. Anyway, but thus shall ye deal with them. Somebody got something else there?
Okay, y'all has a question.
Go ahead, Kayalba.
Does it mean like an oath to God?
What covenant?
Yeah.
It's oath. Then you have to describe the word oath. But I assume that you can say that the word oath, it's like a covenant means like a promise, like a promissory, or when you say oath, like I promise. Okay. You break them words down even smaller, Kayalba. You got me on the other end here, but I'm with you. I got you. But anyway, yes, that's what that would mean, like an oath, like an understanding, like a cup, the covenant means like what you got, like a.
She says, I understand. Thank you.
Right, exactly, like a I promise to do this, like you would sign a promissory note, or But anyway, it says, but thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars and break down their images, break down their Caesar Borgias, break down their what do you call them, gods with 12 hands and Shiva and all them. Don't marry the East Indian, man. Don't do that. Don't marry the Buddhists. Don't marry the who else. All these gods up here, because they'll make them waxen figures of them, man. Because that's what they think is God. You know why? Because they don't serve Yahweh, right? They don't serve Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, in the name of Christ. They don't serve our God Yahweh. They don't serve Yahweh. That makes sense? They don't serve him. So they're going to serve some other God. Now, I don't know much about your other God. I can just know his name, maybe, or something like that. But I've seen people, all kind of gods out there, man. Right? That lately they've been taking, I think, through Shiva off the rivers over there in India, threw them off the bridge. And that, okay, it says, and break down the images and cut down their groves and burn their graven images with fire. And then it says this, Deuteronomy 7:6, it says, for thou, why does the Most High say all this? He's telling you the how to be holy. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. That's what this class is right here. Lashawan Qadash. It means our holy tongue. And we're teaching you our holy tongue. We're showing you all about it, how you write it, what it is. And why? Because you need to know who you are. You need to know why we write Lashawan Qadash. You need to know why you get in this class at 7 o'clock. You know? For thou art a holy people, right? Unto the Lord, unto Yahweh, thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a separate, a special people unto himself. Now, that sounds kind of racist, isn't it? Because it is racist. It is. It's however the white man has put racist. He the one made the word. I didn't make that word, but that's what he made the word race. But it's when you say chosen you to be a special people above himself, above all the people that are upon the face of the earth, that's a big statement. That's because you say, are we equal with everybody? I'll ask everybody. I'll ask people in the audience because they say, "Oh man, you got the car." So I know my rights. Yeah, you know your rights. I say, "Are we equal to everybody?" That's what I say. Are we? That word equal will be. Let's do this word right here. That word spells like this. I'm gonna write it real big here. Yeah, there we go. And see if y'all can decipher. Lord, see if y'all can transliterate what this word is. But that's what this word right here means, equal, in Hebrew. That word right there. Now I put connectors on it too, like here. I put connectors in, but I want y'all to break this down. But it means equal. Are we equal with them? And I'm gonna prove something here. So we're reading the Deuteronomy 76. We just read it. The answer is right there in the text. That word right there, equal. Somebody break this word down right here. Now I got your connectors. I got an independent connector here. That means that sound, whatever that sound is, you got to pronounce it by itself. Of course, we're using ancient Hebrew. Y'all want me to write in Assyrian Hebrew? I'll do that too. I'll do that too, Jack. All right. I'll do that too. I think it's like this. Y'all can use your Hebrew chart. It's right there if you can see it. Just like that. There it is in ancient Hebrew in red right there. Same word. Somebody got it? What we got?
Checking in.
Who?
Property of Kakam Gabar. Sister Kiana.
Sister Kiana, all right.
She's tuning in from her slavery.
Right. Let's clap it up for that sister right there. The Howard Shamal Athamba Shem Howard Shah to the sister checking in. I believe that I appreciate the brother letting you come in and join and be a support for ISUPK South Carolina's class from your slavery, man. You know, take your time. You know, Don't jeopardize nothing, but hey, you got to hang up, we'll know. But this word here, but I appreciate it, sis. Shah, what? I give you the first one. What is that word there? When you get it, write it down in English, because it's easy to type it in English. I know y'all got typewriters out there.
Isra already has an answer.
Isra in class? I didn't see her. Okay, go ahead, Isra. What you got? And then if go ahead, I'll give it to you. And if anybody else say the same thing, just say Khan. Yes, that means so that's fine. What we got?
She says it's Shawar.
Right? Like this? Okay. Okay, anybody else? Kayabov, Awabah, who else? Ratazak, Char, all of y'all. Who else? I know some of y'all in slavery, doing it. And anybody? Y'all agree with this? That's what that word says?
Can y'all pop says something else? She says it's Bawashah in Hebrew.
Equal? Or this word? I'm talking about, I don't see no B up there at all. I'm not dealing with the other meanings. That's the reason why I want you to write out what I got, because then you'll start to get into other meanings. And other meanings could be something else. So stay with what we have on the board, okay? And the way you write equal here, because there's different ways to write different words and different connotations, how to write different words. So stay with me. What is this right here? I'm not concerned about how you translate equal. I'm concerned about what this is. I could have just not put equal up there at all. But I'm not concerned about that right now. I'm concerned about what does this transliterate? And it's obviously there's a Shah. So what we got?
Somebody else checking in. Akila from Greenville, South Carolina.
Right, Akila. Okay. How Shamal Thambashim Yabishai to the sister. Appreciate that. So Kayabaf and everybody, Akila and Kayaba. Who else? Azara.
Kayabaf has an answer.
What you got?
She changed it.
Kayabaf.
She says yes, equal.
Equal. Kayabaf, equal.
Kayabaf. Yeah.
Shah war, right? That's what that. So let's read this again. Let's go back and read it. Where's my phone? Yeah, okay. Got it right here. All right, I want y'all to tell me. I'm going to read this. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people. That's Kolim. All is call, and Ein is people. Kolim that are upon the Panya Ha'aratazah, upon the face of the earth. Now, does that sound like if we are special people above all the people above the face of the earth, then are we equal to them? Hell no. Y'all put y'all answer in there. It don't sound like so when we say, oh man, I know my equal rights, you ain't equal to them anyway. You above them. That's the point. Everybody understand what I'm saying out there? Say y'all understand or y'all don't. Put it in the chat. The Deuteronomy 76 gives you the answer. Am I right? What it say? What y'all got? Talk to me.
Okay, Kayaba says, sorry, I read it wrong. I mixed up two characters.
That's no problem, sis. No problem. Appreciate it. But, however, that being said, y'all see that? I've read that before, right? One of these days, I'm going to get Ratazak to read for me when he check in. So you prepare next week, one of them weeks. But anyway, right now we have Shawar, equal. Are we equal with them? Are we equal with any other nation? Are we equal with this nation that's trying to go and grab us off the street and grab a baby out of our hands, out of our mother's hands, and tie, what do you call them, Ziploc uh, bag strings or whatever the hell they are, Ziplocs, and then take our people to somewheresville across somewhere? I mean, I'd be kicking tooth and nail because I don't know where you taking me. That ain't where I'm from. Some of our people, most of our people were born right here. And how you gonna have some other nation come up here talking about, oh, y'all ain't equal to us, so we can do what we want to y'all. That's Donald Trump. That's what he's doing with his wicked self. Y'all understand that? Y'all got it?
God.
What we got?
Let's tell y'all about saying, yes, I understand.
That's right.
Mm.
She's right. That's right. Exactly right. All y'all understand that. Y'all put con, sir, because y'all that tells me that who is above. We're above them. That's what you need to understand. That's what people don't get. So when they get stop you in the car, go ahead. Don't don't fight them. Talking about I know my rights, I know this. Just realize that you are above all of them anyway. Deuteronomy just read it. It said the Lord did not set his love uh, upon you, nor chose you because you were more in number than any other people, for ye were the fewest of all people. But the Lord loved you, and because, verse 8, and because he would keep his oath, which he had sworn unto his fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondage from the hand of Pharaoh and the king of Egypt when we were caught in Egypt. That's where you'll know our history. So you'll understand our people. So when you get it in here, when they say, oh, them three-fifths of the people, that's just trying to put you down and let you know that, you know what, these people are actually better than us. You don't believe that? Y'all believe that? Well, I just read it in what we got there. I just read it in Deuteronomy 76.
That's why I said concert. Concert.
Con, right. I appreciate that.
And Kayalabah says, well, concert.
That's exactly. I appreciate that. Deuteronomy 76 explains it all. We're above all people. That makes sense? That's why these people are afraid of you. That's why Pharaoh was afraid of you. That makes sense? He was afraid of you. He was let's see here. Let's see something here what I want to do. Let me find something here. Pharaoh was afraid of you. All right? Shoot. Slocky for 1 second here. Slocky for 1 second. Um, yeah, you are above all people, man. And that's the whole idea of understanding who we are, under the 12 tribes, understanding who you are. So you'll know. Um, let's see here. What do I want to do here? I want to read something here. Lock it. Y'all bear with me for a second here. Okay, there we go. Can hardly find it there. All right. Okay, listen. Here we go. Let me find it right here. Y'all follow me in the Bible right here. um, this is here all nations knew that we were always stronger than them. In Deuteronomy 76, the Lord himself said who we were, and we walk around thinking that we got to match up to them, you know. So um lock you for a second here. Um, Slovakia there, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I get for having too many notes, I guess, here. Y'all. Hmm. Oh, that's terrible. Slovakia. Wait a minute here. God, Lord, I tell you. Um, okay. Sure, get no going. I can't find what I need anyway. But anyway, we're chosen people of the Most High, and you got to understand that's why people out there they know they know, like we said and read in Deuteronomy 7 and 6, they know that you are better, you're stronger, and that they can't compete with that. So therefore, to get rid of you, every time we get a chance to grow larger than them, then they want to separate us all over again. That's what they did in Black Wall Street. Remember, they did us like that also. Turn to Exodus 1 and 9 there, and you'll see when the Lord's telling you again. Even Pharaoh knew. It says Exodus 1 and 9. It says, and he said unto his people, he said, let's go Exodus 1 and 9. Let's go get it. Let's go get it out of the Bible. Exodus 1 and 9. We read Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Exodus 1 and 9. Sorry about that. Okay. These are the children of Israel. Israel multiplies in Egypt. These are the children of Israel that we were in when we were in Egypt. The same things happening when we were in Egypt is happening right now in America. Okay. It says, now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came to Jacob, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. All those are the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what we pretty much the class is on, but I'm kind of showing you a little bit to let you know that we're not equal with the rest of the nations out here. You're above them, okay? And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, and Joseph was in Egypt already. It's telling you this is how lineage started, okay? Out of Jacob was 70 souls, okay? And and Joseph died, and all his brother and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundance and multiplied, verse 7, and waxed exceedingly and mighty. And the land was filled with them. But the land was what? Filled with the children of Israel. Remember, he said we were least at first. We were reading in Deuteronomy 7 and 4 or 5, one of them. We were least. I'm sorry, Deuteronomy 7 and 7. Now there rose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. Uh-oh. This new kind of king. What kind of king is it? A king that, hey, listen, I don't share with nobody. Now here Joseph done build up the land and build silos of corn. What did Issachar do? Build houses. What did Judah do? Pick all the cotton, have a myriad of inventions. That means we had all the inventions that we could think about. They copy off of them, right? We done built this land up, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's just what we just named it out of these 12 tribes. And then they put us down like, oh, they ain't nobody. We can get rid of them now. Let's round them up. Donald Trump, a king over Egypt, which knew not the children of Israel, right? Pretty much that's what it's saying. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. What does Bible say right here? Less. Did it say that? Mm-hmm. It says, read it. Y'all follow me. Exodus 1:9. And he said, this is what Pharaoh, this is your enemy. This is enemy. Even Donald Trump, he knows that we are greater. Okay? And he said it to his people. He said it to his own people. And they know. They got all the inventions. You think they don't? From the Pope all the way to the shores of the other side of America, they know who the greatest people that ever walked this earth is, right? And he said it to his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. And the Most High simply records. The angel just sitting there. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what they saying. This is the Most High. This is how you deal. Most High is a gangster, Jack. Check this out. Come on, let us deal wisely with them. Wisely means just like they did in Psalms 83. Let's work together here, nations. But anyway, he's trying to say, Egypt, y'all wise men, all of my men on the board meeting out here, hear ye, hear ye. Verse 1:9, verse 1:10, Exodus. This is Pharaoh talking. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply and it come to pass that when they falleth out in any war, they join also unto our enemies. Lest they go there and join all the other enemies. Let's deal wisely with them. They always want to keep us subdued and lured, or lest we join together, because we are their enemy. Y'all see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Unless they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Isn't that what this says right here? Mm-hmm. To get them out of the land. Okay? That's what it's saying right here. To fight against, get them out of the land. And then it says, therefore they did set taskmasters to afflict them. That's what happened. Taskmasters afflicted with burdens, man. Built Pharaoh. And then it says, built for Pharaoh's treasure cities in Pithom and Ramesses, man. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and so on and so forth. Made their life, it says, verse 14, and they made their lives bitter, hard bondage. You don't think our lives are bitter and hard bondage right here? You don't think so? We get a little bit of money for all the hard work we've done, all the inventions that we put in this place, all the hard houses we've done, all of the gnarled hands coming from cotton, all of the stripped backs coming from yes, a boss. You don't think that's what this is saying? They gave us hard, and that's what they're doing now. Here we are. All we want to do is make a living. All of the children of Israel want to do is make a living. Okay. Hey, by the way, let's see. So you're not equal with them. That's what you got to understand. You shawar. I mean, you miss one word down here, it would be shamar. Just one. If you make this a M, you had his word wrong. It's shawar. Just one word. You ain't equal. I can put not equal. I can put shamar Khan or Khan shamar. So y'all transliterate this word right here. Since y'all want to transliterate something. All I'm interested in is what this. This is number one right here. Transliterate that one. Of course, this is number two. We'll get to that one in a second here. In other words, take a pencil and paper and go across with these words. And of course, you have the Hebrew characters here in ancient Hebrew. Okay, and of course, I'll tell you, it is one of the 12 tribes. I'll tell you that. And we'll discuss later which 12 tribes it is. Okay. So talk to me. Now, y'all wake up. I know I bored you to death, with my mundane talking so far. But come on, wake up. It's now time to get out of your sleep, right? We need to join together, man. We need to stop this foolishness to think that we are we are separate. We you know we are our people should come together. We have to come together, okay? And then separate from Esau. Okay, I'll give y'all two more words here. I love to write a lot of words here because the words have a lot of meaning to them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna write this word right here too. We're gonna give this one in a second here. But y'all, now, before I do that, y'all go ahead and do these two. That's why I don't like to put too many words up here. Because if I do that, then y'all be concentrating on all of them. I want you to just do number one first. Please take your time. Do number one. Now I know you're drinking down there, cheers. Your yan, which is wine, and right? And then you got your water. What's that? Mayam, right? Guess which one I'm drinking. So check this out. Y'all transliterate that word. Okay, take your time. We're in Hebrew class. This is ISUPK, start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Officer Qadash Park teaching Lashawan Qadash class. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for the Sabbath service class. Okay. But anyway, there's your Hebrew chart right there. Here you go, right here. Here are your connectors right there. I mean, let me do this. Let me make sure I join these connectors right, so y'all understand. Sometimes y'all get these. I remember. There we go. There we go. How about that? Anybody got anything up in there? Tell me.
Not yet.
Yeah, take your time. I mean, use your connectors because if I did this in Assyrian, I remember when I was doing Assyrian classes. Oh, somebody got answered. When I was doing Assyrian classes, it was hard because you have to really think because there are no connectors, there are no joins together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or no joins. What we got? Somebody got something in there?
No.
What we got?
Azara says for number one, it's Yashakar.
Spell that.
YASH.
Y
A
Y
SH
A SH
AS
AS
HA
HA
KAR.
KAR. Let's see what you got. Okay. Anybody else? Y'all believe that? If that's the case, let me know. Kuyabal, Shar, Radazat. Anybody y'all verify her? Don't let her be alone over in there. But our number one enemies, number one public enemy, number one, all of them are enemies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every last one of them. But who is this? One of the 12 tribes. Yashakar. Yah, you got it, Yah, or Yah, it's really Yash. Jesus. Yeah. Yasha. Yasha Shakar. Yasha Shakar. Yasha Shakar. Because of the way you got it. Yasha. You say Yasha. Yasha Shakar. But that looks, anybody verify? Okay, but that looks to be right though. So let's spell it. Yasha independent by itself, and then we got KAR, car. So that looks right, right? So let's clap it up for the sister, right? Yashashikar. Who is Yashashikar? Anybody? Who is Yashashikar? Anybody out there? Tell me who Yashashikar is. It's the first one I put on the board, Yashashikar. Anybody? That looks to be right. Yashashikar, who's that? Anybody? Those brothers that you see work hard as hell. We know that, right? Yashashikar. And his name literally means this: is hired. Y'all with me? Y'all with me on that? Okay. That's what his name means. So who is that? Who is hired? Yashashikar would be the same thing as Issachar, right?
God.
And who is Issachar? Huh? She said that?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, Issachar. And Issachar what? The Mexicans? Right?
Kind of.
Right. They put a lot of our brothers. Donald Trump is taking his cronies, Elon Musk, is that his name? Elon Musk, and putting our people, trying to deport our people, man, and is deporting our people. We don't want that to happen. That's what you got to understand. So that's why we got to pray against that. And talk to your camp leader, and if you got people live next to you and all of that. But in this, what we're trying to say, we know, get with them, get with the camp leader. But here's the point: Issachar is a hard worker, is hired. I see them put together. I've been in business for a while because I'm retired, but I see them people build houses faster than anybody I've seen on the face of this planet. I ain't seen nobody do that quick. When they put something in the ground, so they have that ability, and that's how we've been all our life. We're the ones who put things together. Issachar, okay, Yashashkar, he's hired, but that's what that means. Yashashkar, Issachar. All right, let's do the next one here. Number 2. Kind of should have moved down a little bit on it, but number 2. Y'all do the next one here. She got that right. Number 2. Cool. Okay. Number 2. Take your time and go through this and see what this letter is, what that connector is, and what this, because you got a connector that's been joined together here with 2 letters, or you would call them characters. You got an independent. This sound is independent of itself. So whatever it is independent. And you got something else that's 2 sounds that are joined together. So come up with a transliteration in English, and then we'll tell you what the word is. That makes sense? I'm just kind of pulling some tribes here because we may not get finished with all the tribes tonight, but we're making sure we're letting you know who these people are that are chosen of the Most High. We already told you that we are not equal with anybody on the face of this earth in Deuteronomy 76. Now, I didn't say that. The Bible says that, right? In Deuteronomy 76, it says you above all people, right? I mean, I can go further and prove it further. I mean, I can take you through this Bible a little bit here, but today we ain't got time. And ISUPK, that's what I've learned through the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under commanding General Yahanna. I mean, I can walk through this Bible here if I wanted to, but I'm just giving you one text. That one text, I ain't see nobody try to call in and say, hey, man, you're wrong, because they know damn well they're right. You know, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is right. We know we're right. We got your dead to rights on that. We are the people of the Most High. We're the chosen, okay? That's what it is. So y'all come up with this transliteration. Ain't no sense of y'all coming up here trying to say, oh man, we all nations can be saved Oh yeah, man. Yeah, listen, I didn't even mention salvation. I'm just telling you who's greater. It's obvious who's greater because we're the ones that you're always trying to copy off of. That makes sense.
Mhm.
I mean, I rode by a house today, saw this house, man. In 1 week's time, they got the damn thing dried in where you can build on the inside. They had another house 2 months now. They still got wrappings on it. You see what I'm saying? And Issachar on one and then Esau on the other. It ain't even a competition, Jack. Because Issachar know what they're doing. He's hired. I'm gonna hire Esau. I mean, I'm gonna hire Issachar. Y'all hire Esau. It's like that's a slip. Y'all hire y'all hire Esau, and I'm gonna hire Issachar. I'm gonna hire my people, Issachar, Yashashikar, right? Mexicans. I'm gonna hire him. He's hired. Y'all hire Esau, because Esau gonna be in a woe, because he is not the chosen people. Esau is not the chosen people. We're gonna show you what Esau is in a few seconds here, as soon as we get our brothers out of understanding here, so you'll understand. All right, black and brown, man. That's who we are. That's who we say we are. The brown people should come. Black as soccer war. Okay, and we got time to write that on the board. But right now, who's this other? Who we got up here? Who we got? Well, I'm just naming some nations here because I didn't even get into Judah because they put us in, they lock us up all the time. You know, every day. I mean, you know, you find that in Lamentation 4:17. They lock our ass up in it just at a moment, right? Now they locking our brothers up, man. We got to be cognizant to understand that those people that have been put in jail have been put in jail for no reason, right? Some of them coming up, Donald Trump getting the orders to come up and take people. He don't even know what papers they got on. Just come and take, go get them. Why? Oh, they look like they need to be deported. How kind of mess is that, man?
God.
You know
You haven't answered that.
what we got? Who we got?
Azra says it's Ashar.
Ashar. Spell that.
Ashar.
A H S what?
She doesn't have an H in there, but
It's got to be one.
it's got to be one.
Uh-huh.
Ashar.
Like that. Anytime you have an A by itself, it's always followed by H. Slocky, first lesson that you learn. The A is never by itself unless it's at the end. When it's in the beginning, it is inevitably 99.9% of the time that I've seen, I ain't never seen it without it. Unless it's Abba. Well, no, not even with that. Abba is AH. So, Ashar. Who is Ashar? Talk to me.
Kayalaba thought it was Rasha.
Who?
She thought it was Rasha.
No, that's Ah. That's Ashar. It looks like I guess it could be, but no, it's just 3 letters, Kayalba. But she has Rasha, but that's no problem. It's no problem. That's she just mistaken identity of the owl there, but that's and then Shar. Remember, oh, she's reading it backwards. You're reading it from you're reading it from this way, from right to left. You have to read Hebrew from left to right. Shar. You're reading it Rosh That's what you're reading. But no, always read Hebrew from right to left because that's the original way it was written. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I used to do that all the time. I have done that. I don't, it's kind of instinctive now. But Shar means happy, Asher or Ashar, okay? That's really what it is. He would be from Colombia to Uruguay. Colombia to Uruguay, that's what he is. Anybody that comes from Colombia to Uruguay, that's in South America. Yeah. From Colombia to Uruguay, everybody out there. That is called Asher. Okay, that's what it is. And then of course you have those mostly people. Of course, the Cubans. That would be Manasseh. We'll write it up there on the board. Uh, that would be a sharp slocket, and then we'll write it here. And of course, these would be the Cubans. This would be Cubans, and it would be. We'll go ahead and write that one up there. A lot of people. I'm just showing you people that they're really targeting a lot, right?
Mhm.
Even Naphtali, all of them, all of the tribes there, they're targeting, man. Manasseh. That's the man. That's the Ma. So you have Ma, Mana, Manasha. Okay. Then you have this letter right here, right there. That's Manasseh. Ma, Na, Sha. And that would be Ma, Na, Mana, Sha. Okay. Or Manasseh. And those would be called the Cubans, of course. They are taking a lot of our brothers off the street. I mean, I can go on and on. But that encumbers the 12 tribes. If you want, and you got other ones. Of the 12 tribes, you have Judah, Yahweh thanks, Benjamin, the son of right. That's a lot of people come from Banyanyan. You want to know what your name means, and the Banyanyan or Benjamin tribe, when you stand in the different places. Banyanyan is that's how you would say that. Levi is lawyer, means join with me. Benjamin, the son of right, and then Simeon, affection heard, a Shamawan, okay. Zebulon is dwelling. I met some brothers from Zebulon. Zabawalan. This is what you find right there in the Bible, in Exodus, right there. Genesis, I'm sorry, and Deuteronomy. And then you find Ephraim, I am fruitful. Aparium, Manasseh, made to forget. Manasseh, Gad, troop. Okay? Gad is troop. When you think about it, Gad is troop. So you certainly fought against the troop. He's a troop, you know.
Okay.
And then Reuben, Ra'aban. See, it's a son. That's the oldest son, Reuben. Okay? Messed up in the beginning too. Asher, happy. That's what we had up there. He's happy. Okay. And Naphtali, my wrestling. Naphtali and Issachar, he's hired. And that's primarily what they're going after right now. Mostly our Issachar, most of our brothers. And I'm just kind of like writing it in so people understand that that's what's going on in our 12 tribes. And that's what you got to understand, that that Donald Trump is going around just randomly taking them. We gotta be understanding. We gotta come together. Black and brown has to come together and have an understanding to be with our brothers, man. You know, they need some help. You know, you know, shoot, they need money, they need food, whatever. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with giving your brother something to eat, some money, whatever they need. You know, get Donald Trump and all his cronies and all his all that still ignoramuses up there. You know, because I don't know. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that a lot of us were born in this country. You know, we should have. What about all the other people who were born in the country? Everybody, when he kept talking about in our nation, how's Esau can come up here and say this is his nation? Somebody tell me that. Write it in. You can't, because this ain't your nation. Listen, um, the Louisiana Purchase and all that land up in there, Mexicans were living up there all along, man. Are you kidding me? Until they got pushed back across the border. They were living in Los Angeles. Look at the names. Los Angeles, City of Angels. You know, And the Alamo, what do you think was what that was all about? That was about Issachar fighting. And people want to claim, sit up here talking about it's their nation, but yet they want to sit up here and fight and push our brothers across the border. Those are our people. The Bible says that they are just as much as our people, the 12 tribes of Israel, as any of the 12 tribes of Israel. You know,
Okay, okay, Alabama has a question.
go ahead.
So we read from left to right.
In Hebrew, okay, let me explain something to her. In Hebrew, right here, okay, in English, because she's getting the English and the Hebrew mixed up. In English, you read from left to right is a car or ashar. But when you actually read the Hebrew, you have to translate it and write it from right to left. So what you have to do is say ah, that's an ah right there, independent connected. That's one sound ah. Then you want to join these two sounds together, shar. Then you want to join right up under there. That's shar. So you want to say ah shar. Now you got to go back to the English because we're in England, but we're not. But if we but you're in English speaking country, that's ah shar. We over here we read from left to right. If you was in Britain, you'd read from left to right. I can't help that. If I was in France or Germany or any other place, I think they read from left to right. But when you read in Hebrew, it's always right to left. That answers your question. You always read Hebrew from right to left, and then you transliterate it in the language that you speak. If that language that you spoke was right to left, then yeah, you write it from right to left. But this case is from left to right because I read English from left to right. So don't get that confused with. I mean, it's easily done. I mean, I used to do it all the time. I used to do. I used to. Go ahead.
She said, "I understand. Thank you."
Yeah, clap it up for us, sister. Right there. I mean, I used to do it. I used to do it all the time. I used to come to class and I used to take the Syrian Hebrew, especially because it don't even have no connectors. And I used to say, "Oh man, I'm writing this stuff left to right, right to left." Oh, then I had to stop for a second. But that's the way. But she understands it, so cool. That's good. So, I didn't get a chance to write them all up on the board. But I want you. I just kind of wrote three of them, the main ones, right? And there's more that, but you got to understand from the 12 tribes. Like I repeat again, like I'm from the tribe of Judah, Yahanna, of course, from your seed of your father, because my mother would be something else. Her seed of her father would be Rabban, Reuben. But Judah is Yahanna. And then, of course, you have Benjamin, Benjamin, Levi, Lawyer, Simeon, Shamawan. And, of course, Simeon is, those are people from Dominican Republic. That's right. And then you have Zebulon. That's those people, that's Guatemala to Panama. And then you would have Ephraim, that's Puerto Ricans. I am fruitful. And so on and so forth. And Manasseh, made to forget, that's Cuba. And Gad, those are your American Indian. They were here before anybody was. Those 10 tribes came across to the Americas. Chris Columbus knows that in his diary. So the 12 tribes of Israel is above any other nation in the face of this earth. Make no mistake about it. And all you got to do is prove it, is go to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I just use one text. I didn't have to use a, you can go to Exodus, I think it was 1 and 9, I believe it was. You can go there, but you can just go to Deuteronomy 7 and read Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I'll just read that whole Deuteronomy 1 through 8, and it'll tell you, okay? And then, of course, you have, what I say, Asher, um, happy. It's Asher. And Asher, of course, is from Colombia to Uruguay. You can identify on the map what Colombia to Uruguay is, and you'll understand, right? And then you have Naphtali. You know, that's all the way from Argentina to Chile. That's like over in South America, all that long state and South America. And then you have Issachar. Well, you know where that is. That's all of Mexico. He got drove across back from the Rio Grande, all the way from where he was, Louisiana Purchase, and some of them still live up there. And the Dakotas, all the way down there. Louisiana came over. What Louisiana doing over in America? I mean, I'm sorry, what the French doing over here in America? They tried to own Louisiana.
Mhm.
They had no power. That was never gonna be anyway. They don't have no army over here. But Issachar tried not to be so benevolent to them, they would have shot him in the derriere. I was gonna say, pardon my language. They would have shot him, really, really, seriously.
Right.
You know, and threw some spike water on him, tell them get the hell away from me. You know, we had it, but what did they do to our tribes, our brothers, man, across this border here, man? They took them, gave them smallpox blankets, of course, in the Trail of Tears over on the eastern coast, and ran them all the way across to the western coast. Ran our Mexican brothers that was in California, in all the way Sacramento, California, and all that up to the top, Oregon, all those places, and pushed them down south below the border in the Louisiana Purchase. So listen, we've been berated and treated wrongfully all this time. And Donald Trump's still trying to do that. That's what he wants to do right now. When he say make America great again, what y'all think he was trying to do? To help y'all? To help the 12 tribes of Israel? Hell no. He wasn't trying to help the 12 tribes of Israel. He was simply trying to build a country for him and his little babies. Okay? The Bible says he's going to destroy him and his little babies. Do we got to read about that? Do y'all want to hear? Do we need to read? Do we need to read a little bit about that? What he gonna do to Donald Trump and his little babies for destroying the 12 tribes of Israel? Shit. Y'all really want to read that? Okay, but here it is. Those are fake Jews. Here's a word. Let me give you one word here before we wind up class here.
Okay.
Let me give y'all a word. Y'all love this one right here. Donald Trump is so we understand. I'm just trying to write you some words here. Here's a nice word of ridicule. Let's see. Where is it? There, slock it for a second here. Let's take this word right here. See if y'all can transliterate this one. This will be one of the last words we do tonight, okay? Let's see. What is it? Forgot what that word looks like. Oh yeah, here we go. There. Read that. Tell me what that is. This is what he is. This is what the Bible calls this rascal. Okay? Y'all transliterate that word right there. Give y'all something to do right there. Please. And I appreciate everybody taking the time to take the time to here, let me make sure. Now remember, we're writing this from right to left. Let me write this just like that. Those you connectors right there. Okay? Those are your connectors. All right? That's a word. Those are your words right there in front of you. Slocky. See if y'all can transliterate that one. Y'all take your time. Let me know when you got it. Okay.
Yahweh has an answer.
Okay. Cause y'all both got an answer right there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
And so does Azra.
All right. What we got?
Okay. Kayalabak says it's Mama Zara. And Azra says it's Mama Zar.
They're both right. She's just saying it different.
Okay.
She said Mama Zara. So what you want to do, Kayabaf, you're right. It is Mama Zar. You said Mama Zara. But you, instead of saying Zara, you want to join this sound and that sound together. Why? Because of this dependent connector right here. That dependent connector right there. That little red thing under there joins that sound and that sound. So that's a zar and that's a ra. So that makes this zar. You got it? So that's mama zar. And the word simply means bastard. Yeah, that's what it is, okay? All right. So, but you know, that's what these Zechariah says, a bastard shall be dwell in Ashdod. Uh, and I will cut him off for the pride of the Philistines, Ashdod. But you know, in Zechariah, and these people that sitting over there calling themselves Jews right now,
Mm-hmm.
they're not the real Jews, right?
Okay.
What are they? They are people. They are this. They are Revelation 2 and 9. So Revelation 2 and 9. And I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. That's what the Lord says about us. He's saying, I know thy works. This is Christ is saying this. But this is John. And then, of course, Christ is this is the book that John wrote, the Revelation, okay? And it's a revelation. It talks about some revelation, and it says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. Who have works and tribulations? Who have who is going through a lot of tribulation right now? Right now on the street, the children of Israel, those 12 tribes, the tribes that we just labeled on that board, or at least 3 or 4 of them, and the ones that we just talked about, are having all kinds of problems on the street out here, right? And then it says, and it says, I know your poverty. You should. Ain't none of us rich, and if you are, you joined the other side over there somewhere, you know. And it says, but the Bible says, y'all poverty. We got poverty, man. We sit up here working hard and don't get paid correctly. You know that. That's the whole problem, right?
Mhm.
But the Bible says we're actually rich because we got the Most High. We're the chosen. We're the royal priesthood, chosen generation, above all people. Man, I'd rather be that than have any scrap or dime. I'd rather be chosen by the Most High. That's what it says in Deuteronomy 76. Deuteronomy 7:6, right? It says, and I know the blasphemy of them that say that they are Jews. Who says that they are Jews? Those fake Ashkenazi Jews that went over there in 1947 or 1948, I believe, the Balfour Declaration that declared them that we are the Jews. And that's the biggest lie ever sloshed around. That's what they did. They might as well just hit the lottery, is what that's saying. They claim that they are the children of the Most High. And that could be the furthest thing from the truth that there is. Because we know the 12 tribes of Israel is the children of the Most High. Correct? So let's finish reading. Which say that they are Jews. The Bible says, and are not. Didn't say y'all ain't Jews. This is Christ talking. Yahushua I know. Because that's our brother, man. He's the one that died on the cross for it. He's gonna come back to get us. He ain't coming back for these Ashkenazi Jews. He says, but they are the synagogue of Satan, or the synagogue of Shaitan, right? He said, you are the synagogue of Satan. So they're not the real Jews. So why are they claiming to be? Why are they claiming to be that? Why they sit up there? What have they done to our people? Well, we're gonna show you. We're gonna show you what they've done to our people. Right?
Mhm.
Turn to um, Obadiah. Obadiah, I'll tell you. Obadiah only got one chapter. It says Edom will be humble. To the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom, which is Esau, the same Adawam or red people, or basically the white man. Okay, we have heard a rumor from the Lord. This is that Ashkenazi Jew we just read in Revelation 2:9, who claims to be a fake Jew. But Obadiah said this: we have heard a rumor of the Lord, an ambassador sent among the heathen. Rise, ye, and let us rise up to battle against Slakia. Let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The Lord despises heathen, man. He despised this one more than other. It says, and the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. You're proud of your heart. Donald Trump, your heart so prideful, you've deceived yourself. You ain't really nothing. Okay? The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. What does that mean? Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? He's sitting up here, I'm strong. Who gonna bring me down to the ground? Because I got $5 billion in the world. Elon Musk got the rest of it. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then all they're doing is sitting there being dictators of the world right now in the United States. Because you sit there and vote for him. Don't vote for this rascal. That's the problem. He's a dictator. Okay, check this out. Though he's the leader of this America, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle. That's what America is. America is exalting themselves as an eagle because that's what they use on their flag. All the Roman nations use, and all the nations that are under Rome use that American eagle, or use that eagle. Okay, that dirty bird as eagle. And thou, though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Set, in other words, you declared yourself going to the moon and being amongst the stars. Okay, it says that's what you are. And then it says this is what he sold. If thieves came among thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? They won't steal till they have enough. They just keep stealing. They can't stop. I mean, it ain't enough to have uh, Macy's, and well, it's closed anyway. It ain't enough to have all the stores in the world. Babylon is falling. You still trying to steal something. You know what I'm saying? This is you know what Donald Trump remind me of. He remind me of the thief that's on the Titanic, walking around stealing everybody's money out of their cabin, and it's going down anyway. That's what it reminded. If the grape gatherer came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? He's running around. Let me get it all, not even knowing the ship is falling. Dumb. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are they? Esau, that's Donald Trump. And anybody like Donald Trump, anybody of him, that nation, Esau, Adawan, people of red. Y'all got it now? Mm-hmm. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are the hidden things sought up? All the men of our confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were peace with thee have deceived thee. You have deceived. I'm sorry. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Y'all, you was at peace with all these other nations. They deceived you too, man. They sitting up there, they all lying, right? And they said, well, they want a piece of that pie that you stole out of all the cabins of the Titanic and all these nations, okay? Against thee. But in other words, you taking our money and funds that we earn out in the street. We earn out in the cotton field. We earn out in the sugarcane field. We earn out of the you name it. You understand? We earn out of staying up late at night with these inventions to build your America up. Okay, that's what this is saying. It says prevail against thee that they eat the bread that have laid a wound under a tree. There is no understanding in them. Nobody understands how you can be so greedy, like a dog, and use people. Use it now. You're using Issachar. You're using Asher. You're using all of our 12 tribes of Israel to go. I'll just name a few of them, right? Shall I not say in that day the Lord even destroy the wise men out of Edom? The Lord will destroy you, Donald Trump, the wise men out of Edom. I don't know why they call it wise, though. Anyway, he just got that title of being wise, but he damn sure ain't wise, right? Out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau. And thou mighty man of Timon shall be dismayed to the end, that every one out of the mount of Esau shall be cut off by slaughter. We're going to cut your ass off, Salakia, for that saying there. Cut you off by slaughter. That ain't a good saying, is it, Esau? Right? For the violence against thy, listen to this one very close before we close out here. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. That's it. We're going to cut Esau off for what you're doing out here to our people, for what you're doing to Issachar, for what you're doing to all of the Hispanic nations, man, Cuba, and all the nations that sit up here and work hard and you want to deport them. The Most High say they're going to cut you off. Y'all understand this? Clap it up for class, man. Clap it up for class. Lashawan, Qadash. That last word right there. Well, that's what he is, a mamazar. Right? So let's go. Let's finish up class here. So lock you. Let's read some announcements here. Does everybody understand? Like and share the class. See you in tomorrow in the Sabbath service class. Also, remember to pay your tithe and offering also in ISUPK, right? All right, let's read the Hebrew. Let's read the announcements. I'm sorry. Pay your tithe and offering in the ISUPK. All right, let's see here. What we got? We are the ISUPK start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for the new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits. For 6 months, they are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother and sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 months period, The brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 and 10 means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'asharah. 10% of every penny of increase the Lord gives you. Give the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upholding convocations. The upholding convocation, let's see here. Where we at here? Upholding convocation. Um, let me see. Oh, here we are. Salakia. Oh, where is it at here? Okay. Upholding convocation. We just had the Feast of the First Fruit. So our next upholding convocation would be the memorial blowing of trumpet. The first day of the seventh month, Sunday, 21st September 2025, Leviticus 23, 24, and 25. Govern yourself accordingly here. And of course, let's see, remind Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin board. And if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, and headband and scarf. Of course, that's for a woman too. We're all black, okay? Salakia, we're gonna salute out the brothers. Ooh. And the sisters, okay? Mam Shabbat, Madya, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Atam, Matar, Sar, face the sisters, Mam Shabbat, Madya, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shema Hatam B'Shem Yahushua.
Matar, class dismissed.